Hey, this is David Miller with the Miller Group of Keller Williams Realty. I'm here to help you get real estate smart. All right, the new real estate stats just came out for July, and I'm going to share with you what's going on in this crazy real estate market, so hang on. All right, as I mentioned, the new real estate stats just came out, and there's some interesting data that we're starting to see. Number one, inventory went up about 6% versus last month. Now that is good news. Why is that good news? Because for this past couple months, it's been going down, and I was really getting concerned because I did not want it to get down to the COVID levels because that was extremely too low. That created a very unhealthy environment. So it went up 6% versus last month. Now, why is that happening? Well, demand sort of decreased, and I'm going to relate that to everything that was going on at the beginning of June about what was going on if the government was paying the bills or not paying the bills. Whenever there's uncertainty in the marketplace, big purchases like houses, people sort of put a pause on them. So I'm going to relate it to that because both new contracts and pendings dropped from the previous month, and we're in the middle of summer here, so this is when they should really be picking up. So we're going to blame it on that there. Now, the supply of properties we have on the market is 1.74 months. That's still very low. It's not quite 6 months like it was in COVID, but it's still very low. Just to remind you, if it's below 6 months, it means it's a seller's market versus a buyer's market. So we are at 1.74 months, so it's still a very strong seller's market. But the inventory has gone up, but it needs to continue to go up further. We need more inventory. The builders are doing everything they can to supply it, but we have the lock-in effect. We have people, about 70% of people have interest rates below 4%. So they're holding on to that and they're not wanting to release that. So until the rates start to drop and make it a little bit closer for the difference, we're probably not going to see a lot of activity for sellers unless you have to move because you're relocating, whatever the case might be. Now, closings it's actually stayed the same versus last month. So they sort of stayed steady. And if we take a look at it, the average days on market is about 41 days. So that's down from 60 days, which it was about 6 months ago. So that continues to drop. So that means it's taken a less amount of time to get a house under contract. So that's 41 days. Now, how is this affecting pricing? Well, pricing is up again. This is the 4th month in a row, and it went up 1.9%. So from a pricing perspective, June of 2022, I would say was the peak. And then through the end of the year, probably until January or February, it dropped about 10%. But in the past 4 months, the average median price in Orlando has gone up about 7 to 8%. So we're almost getting to the peak what we were before. So once again, it's all about supply and demand. Supply is still low, even though it's going up. Thank God we need that. Demand sort of faltered a little bit, but I know that we're seeing a lot of activity out there in the month of July. So we expect when the stats come out next month for the month of July, the sales are going to be up from what they were before. If you need our help with either buying, selling, or you want to build wealth through real estate, please let us know. We would be glad to help you out. And you are now real estate smart.